Hi there. If you watched my previous video, I explained what I was going to do with these two beds here. So this is the tulip bed. I am going to put down, basically create a new no-dig garden, no-dig bed. No-dig bed. So put the cardboard down and then put some compost on and plant into the compost. Garden compost, so matured garden compost. In the bed that's just over on the far side of the path, that will be the new dahlia bed, and I'm going to put some compost straight onto that and then plant the dahlias within that. So no cardboard in that one. Because it's quite warm now here in the UK and there is no rain expected for the next week or so, then I will be dampening down the cardboard to make sure that starts decomposting quickly, and it'll give a bit of water to the underlying soil. The tulips, which are still in this bed, so the tulips are just finishing off. Most of them have finished a long while ago and have decayed down. The idea is that you let the bulb take in as much nutrients from the leaves as possible so that they then can produce a good flower next year. So the majority of them have completed. I am just gonna leave them as is, so I'm not going to dig them out. I am not going to break off the stems or anything like that. I'm going to put the cardboard straight on top and take it from there. So all of the remains of the leaves are on the ground, that will go in. What we want to do, or what I want to do going forward, is make sure enough nutrients get added to the soil as quickly and as easily for me as possible. So I will be obviously weeding it where needed. Hopefully there won't be much of that. But I will be adding any cuttings, I will be adding straight to the ground, I think, unless there's excess. So I'll be creating and adding a thin layer of whatever clippings I have. So I can't think of what the term is. So I will be adding that to the layer so that new nutrients, so that anything that the plants are taking up, and the nutrients that the plants are taking up from the soil, is being added back into the soil once I cut the flowers. Now that may or may not work because the flowers could be too high and it's not going to be easy to do that, in which case all of the trimmings will be going into the compost heap. But we'll see how that goes. So that's my plan for this bed. No dig, cardboard, compost, sow into the compost, or not sow, plant out the seedlings into the compost, and then try and create a mulch on top of that with all of the cuttings that I have from the bed itself. The dahlia bed will have compost added, so no cardboard this time. Compost added, dahlias planted, and then I'm putting a hay on top of that. So that's these two beds sorted. Just need to do the work to get that. So if you want, I'm going to just put the music on and you can watch me work. So there we have it. The two beds have been completed. The tulip side has had a layer of dampened cardboard on top of which there is probably about 10 centimetres or so of compost, so I'll be able to plant the seedlings directly into that without it touching A, the cardboard, and B, going into the underlying soil with the tulips in. So they're a long way from the tulip bulbs. On the other side we have the dahlia bed, and that has just had, I don't know, 5 centimetres tops of compost, and I will be planting the dahlia tubers directly into that. So let the experiments begin.